So a key element to running lean is being able to know what you need. It sounds like predicting demand to a bit, having some sort of model you can work from, right? And then somehow knowing that how you're tracking against that plan, right? And my understanding today is most of it's a lot of just looking out of the trailer window or looking out of the truck window and just guessing what's there. And people are really good at guessing.
Oh, yeah.
It's been my experience. But it sounds like if you really wanted to run lean, and I've got a big fear of running out, man, I'm probably going to order just that extra load or two just to give myself that little cushion. But then that creates that tension at the cost per yard versus the fear of running out. That must be really hard to do if the boss tells you to run lean.
It's tough to manage, it really is. But once again, once you have the data to support how much I need to produce that many yards of concrete based on those mix designs, that number should be directly related to that number.
Got it. So do you have a sense for, on average, what people like to run with in reserves? Do they tend to run with a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months? You know, how fat can these inventories get at ready-mix plants?
Well, my experience has been a week.
A week?
You want to generally an additional week worth of material, because you don't know when you're going to get a truck. They may get called off to another job, so there's the fear factor again, right?
Okay.
Oh, maybe I'm going to lose my trucks.
Okay.
Oh, I better get it in now because I'm hearing that construction's going to go hot and heavy the next week. So that's where all these variables come into play.
So most ready-mix plants are running maybe a week, gives them that little cushion. If a truck gets pulled off somewhere else, they could live an extra day or two.
Yep.
So in theory, if I were to push you, at what point, what if we got it down to 4 days or 3 days or 2 days? How much does your blood pressure start going up when you're starting to think about the fear of running out? How many days do you think you'd be comfortable with if you were the one running the plant?
Once again, it's the trust factor. Once I trust the information and the data, my blood pressure will go down.
Okay.
But right now, in the industry as it is, across the industry, more is better.
And a week lets you sleep.
A week will let me sleep very nicely, yes.
And 2 weeks would probably let you go on vacation.
Go on vacation until I got that call from my boss saying, what the hell are you doing with all that inventory?
Okay, so a couple weeks, you're really relaxed. A week, you're sleeping at night. If you're down to 2 or 3 days, you're probably getting a little nervous.
Starting to get a little nervous.
Okay, but if you had the information and you had confidence and trust in your deliveries, then maybe you could sleep someday in the future if we got down to 3 days or 2 days. One? I don't know. But there's probably going to be some boundary somewhere that the reality of the technology in the world is going to come into play that gives people comfort.
I don't think we'll ever know that question until we do it.
Okay.
We have to do it. We have to push those limits to get it down to a day. Yes, it's going to have everybody on pins and needles, but once you trust the information, okay, now we're 3, now we're 2, now we're 1. Everybody still okay? Okay.
It sounds like if we got to that world, I'm going to guess executives would be ecstatic because their cost per yard is going to look better. I would imagine the finance people are probably having a party back at the office, but I imagine that it would create a lot of tension and a lot of stress from the people out doing the day-to-day jobs because you are running a lot leaner, and man, that's in conflict with that instinctual fear of running out that we have as people. So it will be interesting to see how it plays out.
Instinctual fear, that's a good term. Exactly.